Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the week 35, August the 28th through September 3rd weekly wrap up. Okay, so yeah, I read a lot last week. A lot. And then we took a day trip to Western Maryland and I got sick. I'm powering through this, for you guys, to get this out and talk about these books. So forgive me ahead of time if my voice just decides it wants to go. I'm going to make this like life update thing super quick. This is the second unofficial week of swim practice. Swim, actually, the season starts in about a week and a half. So on the 12th, I think it is. So next week, which means we'll be back on our crazy schedule. We pulled the short stick again this year to have late swim practices. Even though he moved up in the group, that group ended up getting the late practice, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. And, kiddo is all about his swim, and we're going to keep encouraging him to do that. I did get a bit of book mail. Got this package from Valentine. I always love getting these pink packages because I know that where they're coming from and, you know, what possible books I might be getting, because people, I don't know if I live like far away from them and my packages come later, but I don't know. But I love getting pink packages from Valentine. Let's see what they ended up sending to me this time. They sent me a copy of Kay Bromberg's newest book called Last Resort in the Sin series. Oh, this is book number 1. Okay. I know there's a couple other ones that are coming out or have come out. Let's see. This one was released. When was this released? Okay, it doesn't give me when it was released, but this is a adult contemporary romance, family saga, alpha hero, beach romance. Ooh, billionaire, forced proximity, one night stand. Oh, there it is. It was published in March. So I know that there's other books in this series because I've seen this style of book for Kay Bromberg to come out already. And I'm super excited to dive into the saga of this this family. I do like, it is giving pretty beach setting. So you know, in the covers, and I'm here for that. Yes, thank you very much. And I can't wait to dive into this book to see what happens. So thank you, Valentine PR, for sending this to me. Alrighty, let's jump into the books that I did read last week, because there's a lot. Like I said, there's like 9 of them, so we're going to try and make it through this. I might shed some tears, maybe not, but we're going to talk about it. So first book up is Before I Let Go, which is Skyland #1 by Kennedy Ryan. Ha, guys. Woo! This is a contemporary Black love, giving it 5 stars. If I could give it more, I would. Giving it 3.5. Steam fans had this as an arc. It does release soon, or maybe next month, October, something like that. I'll put the release date up. But there are a lot of content warnings for this. Let me just give you the list, and then we will discuss my feelings and things like that. I am not going to do a spoilery part of this. Just going to give you how I felt when I went through this book, because whew, it's a ride. So content warnings for miscarriage, grief, loss, therapy, generational trauma, depression, yeah. I think that's all of the big ones. I think. Let me look at my notes. Sorry. Yeah, those are the big ones. All right. So we have Yasmin and you have Josiah. They have been sweethearts since college age sweethearts. They got married, they had kids, they started a restaurant and business together, and life was going good. Then they had some traumatic events that ended up happening one after the other, and we come in after those traumatic events have happened, and we have to figure out what is going on with this couple, because they are divorced at this time and they are trying to do the co-parent thing, trying to blend and deal with their grief and things like that. You are very much in the head of Yasmin for quite a bit of the book. You do get Josiah's perspective on some of this, but it is very much about Yasmin's journey. And I think it's about all the characters' journey, like the kids' journey, Yasmin's journey and Josiah's journey. And you're introduced to a lot of characters. This is obviously going to be a series. You get this wonderful, amazing woman group that is supporting Yasmin through all of the things that she's going through, and you see on the edge that they're going through some things as well. And I just know that this is going to be another series that is going to have, each one of the books is going to sort of tackle a super tough topic, which Kennedy is always on point with doing her research, with getting, actual, representation of traumatic things. And it's going to put you through your ringer. So I am just warning you ahead of time. And for some reason, I don't know what it is about Kennedy Ryan's books or about her writing, what have you, but she always seems to put out a book about the thing that I need to have feelings for. And I know from just discussing with her kind of offline that, this is a book, and she says it in her acknowledgement. So make sure when you read this book, read the acknowledgements, because it's going to make you tear up all over again. But she talks about how this book is her first book, and that she's been writing for over 15 years, and this is the book that was unfinished and that she finally finished. And it's such a moving, just beautiful book, and it was what I needed right now, and topics that I needed discussed, and to see that, we are not alone in this. None of us are alone in this. There are people out there that are going through such similar things, maybe not the exact thing that you're going through, but similar things. And just, oh my goodness, that feeling of being alone, you're not alone. And that's what this book just did for me. So yeah, I don't know any other way to convince you to go out and read this book, but to just give you that feeling of, when you read it, it's something that you're going to probably need to hear. There's something in there that you're going to need to hear. And she just does it beautifully and movingly, and puts you through your paces and things like that. I mean, I wanted to there were times in this book that I wasn't liking Yasmin, and I wasn't liking Josiah. I was I wanted to reach in and smack them and be like, get out of your own way. You guys should be together. And just, it was frustrating and angsty. But then there's joy and spice and all of the things, all of the feelings. You're gonna use that whole emotional wheel on this book. All of the emotions are in this book. And, yeah, it was just beautiful and amazing. And I think everyone should read it. Just beware of those triggers and things like that. Be in a place that you are ready to receive the message from this book. Oh, just mwah, mwah. So good. So good. So good. Whew, I made it through that without crying. I'm so proud of myself. The next book that I finished was Takeover, Take Number 1 by Evelyn Sola. This is a interracial contemporary, age gap, giving it 4.5 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Had it as an ebook through KU. I also listened to the audiobook because I purchased it. This is a Black author. There are content warnings for other woman, other man problems, issues going on. That's sort of why I knocked off like a half a star. There were some other things that were just like, why did we do that? Why did we do that? But they didn't deter from the sassiness that we got from Tara and Ethan. Tara, I can't remember how the audiobook narrator pronounced her name, but I go with Tara. And Tara is a woman that thought she was going to inherit the family toy company. However, Ethan came in and bought out the company. He's a CEO, and he's also a single parent. And she was just real. She was like, you're taking my legacy. What is going on? I don't like you because you coming in and taking over my family business. But it needed to happen. And the fact that she didn't bow down to him and, you know, what kind of really stood her ground with being that, you know, independent person, was like, I have the drive and the knowledge and things like that. So she goes off, finds another job, but the two of them are sort of forced together because her dad is like, he's buying the company. It's just, that's just how it has to be. And I appreciated that aspect. And then you get a lot of the family dynamic, and you get to understand, you know, where Ethan is coming from and where Tara is coming from and how they mesh together, and their witty banter back and forth was amazing. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. And the way that Tara ends up, dealing with Ethan's other woman issues, baby mama drama, was just like, mwah, mwah. I wanted her to go a little deeper, because there were some moments that I was like, whoo, because I've been through my own blended family baby mama drama, and I was just like, ooh, yes, 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 I understand where you're feeling, Tara. Yes, yeah, I feel you. I feel you in this moment. The next book that I finished was Husband Material, which is London Calling #2 by Alexis Hall. This is a queer romance, male-loving male. DNF'd it at 20%. I'm not rating this book, not giving it any stars or Steam fans, because 20%, I was just annoyed. I would say that it was a dumpster fire. I went and read some of the other reviews and things like that, and yeah, it's just, it wasn't for me. It was not for me. I enjoyed the first book. This second book just felt like it was like Luke was being all about Luke. It was all about Luke, and Oliver was just a secondary character. I mean, how do you, I mean, I understand having your best friend, you know, going through some issues about her wedding, but how do you drop your boyfriend, make him feel bad that your best friend needed you? It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. It was like Luke didn't have any, like, concern for Oliver whatsoever in the first 20%, and I was just annoyed with it. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this. No. I can't root for you. I can't. The next book that I finished was Only One Night, which is Only One, #3 by Natasha Madison. This is a sports romance. I'm giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 3.5 Steam fans. Listen to it as an audiobook. There is a content warning for cheating massively. Oh my God. Bad marriage and spousal abuse almost. Mental and emotional. Yeah, I'm gonna label it as that, because we have Manny and we have Evelyn. Manny is a hockey player that is in a bad marriage, is only staying for his son, and that is because his witch of a wife is like, if you try and take my child from me, I will ruin you, and I'm gonna do all kinds of bad things to you. But on the same token, she's cheating on Manny in their residence. What? ugh, that really kind of annoyed me throughout this entire book, that it took so long for Manny to, really like, I don't know how to say this without being an asshole about it, but grow some fucking balls and get rid of that bitch, because, like, seriously, wow, the shit that she ends up putting him through is just like ridiculous. But he goes out to a sponsor event without his wife, and ends up having a one-night stand with Evelyn, and then, you know, they're doing their thing, but then Evelyn finds out that he is married, and then they continue, but they don't continue, and it's weird, and it was just like, yeah. So I was like, okay. Okay. I just kind of wish that Manny had grown some balls and, you know, got rid of that bitch, like, sooner, and then kind of, you know, maybe had some baby mama drama instead of having, I'm still married, but my wife is cheating on me vibe going. Okay, yeah. The next book that I finished was Yes, Roya by C. Spike Trotman. This is a graphic novel. It is queer. It's polyamorous. Oh my God. Woo! Giving it 4.25 stars. Giving it 5 Steam fans if I could give it more. Oh my word. Oh my word. I would show you guys, but I can't because I would get in trouble. It's a graphic novel. It's graphic. It is graphic. We have Wiley, Joseph, and Roya. Wiley is trying to be an aspiring artist or cartoonist, and he ends up having a interview or a mentoring session with Joseph, and on that same trip or during that meeting, he finds out that Roya is actually the artist, and she writes under Joseph's name, and yeah, there is aspects of BDSM within this story, and I was just like, ooh, this is so spicy. This is so spicy. I do wish that there had been more storyline when it came to the story than just the real minor sort of getting your artistry out there type thing going on. But the Smexy Times was, sweet Lord, yes. The next book that I finished was Tequila Sunrise, which is Lunchtime Chronicles number 39 by Amarie Avant. This is an interracial romance novella, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 4 Steam fans. Had it as an ebook through KU. This is a Black author. I believe the graphic novel is a Black author as well. I'm not sure though. That's why I didn't say it. But back to the novella. This is an over 35 novella. Characters. We have Essence. We have Antonio. Essence is a gallery owner that she had some things. She was wronged in the art world, and now she is, you know, showing off women's artwork and things like that. Then we have Antonio, and he is a little gruff, and I wasn't particularly caring for him in the beginning of the story. It was very much all the women flocked to me because I am Antonio. I am Antonio, and you will love me. And it was just like, can you give me something to love about you? Because right now you're just being real misogynistic and just alpha hole-ish. I did grow to enjoy him after we got to know him a little more, and I did like Essence and Antonio together. So I did enjoy the story. The next book that I finished was Vanessa Jarrett's Got a Man by LaQuette, placing this in contemporary, giving it 4.75 stars, giving it 2.5 Steam fans. Had this as an arc. This is a Black author. These are over 35 characters. I really love this. This is a second chance romance. Small town. Vanessa, she is divorced. I had to think about this. She is divorced. She's emotionally abused throughout her marriage, and so she is really kind of finding her place. She attends or ends up going to this divorce therapy group, and she ends up finding these ladies that she becomes friends with, which means we're going to get a series out of this, I'm sure. I hope. Oh my gosh, I hope. Because when she ends up going to this small town to visit her friends, well, actually, let me back up. She doesn't go to visit her friends. She goes because Michael, his sister, is about to marry Vanessa's ex-husband. Bad guy, con artist, just icky, just horrible. So Michael pleads to Vanessa to come to town, talk to his sister, tell her how much of a bad idea it's going to be. And when she gets into town, her car breaks down. The hotel she's supposed to be staying in doesn't have a room for her. So she ends up staying with Michael on his estate, and they end up, they have an attraction towards each other just right off the bat anyways. And then she's like, no, I need to be concentrating on myself. Vanessa's like, I need to be concentrating on myself. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But you know what? Michael ends up introducing her as a friend. And being a small town runs with it and is like, oh, okay. Yeah, y'all friends. So they end up giving into their romantic feelings, and we have this like forced proximity thing going on, and I was here for it. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to get to the next books for the other couples, because those seem like they're going to be fun. I think we're going to have like a rivals to lovers thing going on, as well as a first love type thing maybe. I don't know. I can't wait to figure out how it's all going to pan out in the end. But I did enjoy this story, the start of this series. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The next book that I finished was Only One Touch, which is Only One number 4 by Natasha, Madison, sports romance, giving it 3 stars, giving it 3.5 Steam fans, had it as an audiobook. I was kind of annoyed with this because we were given a sneak peek snippet like thing in Only One Night about Only One Touch, Nico and Becca's story. Nico is the youngest hockey owner in the league, and him and Becca have like this relationship going on. Becca is a badass sports agent, so she's handling multiple agents and things like that, or multiple sports players for the hockey team, and they end up having like this attraction and things like that. But then the thing that happened at the end of the last book doesn't happen until like 70% into this book. And I'm just like, why did you tease me with that if you weren't going to like start it off that way? I mean, I was just annoyed. I was annoyed. So there's that. Then the final book that I finished reading last week was Chocolate and Vanilla Swirl. This is a Lunchtime Chronicles number 40 by Kasey Martin. This is my first Kasey Martin book, and I'm really excited to get to more Kasey Martin books. This is an interracial contemporary romance, giving it 4.25 stars, giving it 3 Steam fans. Had this as an ebook through KU. And this is a second chance love story. Black author, by the way. Dante and Zane. Did I write this correct? Yes. Okay. Had to refresh myself with my notes. Dante and Zane. So Dante and Zane knew each other back in the day. They dated, and then they figured that they couldn't work out through a long distance romance type thing. But then Zane, his new company, ends up taking over Dante's company and doing a merger, and now they have to work together. It's a workplace romance. It's sweet. It's fun. They end up rekindling their romance that they had 10 years ago, and mwah. It was light. It was sweet. It was fun. It was sexy. I was like, yes, all the things that I love. Thank you very much. Give me more of that. Yes. So I'm really excited to jump into Kasey Martin's books as well. Alrighty, what am I currently reading? I am currently reading Text to Lovers by Webster and J.D. Hollyfield, as well as Hate to Lovers and Thieves to Lovers by Webster and J.D. Hollyfield for something that's coming up soon. I'm also reading Takedown by Evelyn Sola, and I will be reading some other books as well this week. Both of those are, all of that is being read for things that are coming up on the channel. So be excited, hopefully. I had those 3 in the series, in the two Lovers series. Text to Lovers, Hate to Lovers, Thieves to Lovers is a revisit for me, and let's just say it's interesting. It's very interesting. So there is that. Other than that, I have jabbered on. Like I said, it was a long week of great reading last week, and I hope that this momentum continues on. Yes, I am surprised my voice did not go out on me, but I definitely can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. So, other than that, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form, an author suggestion form, and an author interest form for my Let Me Introduce You series down in the description box, where all the good things are, like names, if you didn't understand something, or if you missed a cover, or things like that. Chapter changes, all down there in that description box, so make sure you're checking that out. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in another video.